Hey guys, how are you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Yes, indeed, it's a pleasure having you here. My name is Tolu Olatunji of CSA Forex Academy. CSA Forex stands for Common Sense Approach to Forex Trading, and you are welcome. I am streaming on my YouTube channel, and I'm also streaming on the Trading Live platform. But depending on where you are connected to us from, you are indeed welcome. And today is for live market analysis. We're going to be looking at the majors, gold and Bitcoin, what is up with them. And of course, we're going to be looking for areas to buy and areas to sell. And that is what this is all about. Whatever instrument you're looking at, you're always looking at opportunities to buy and then also opportunities to sell, right? It now depends on your directional bias. If you are looking to buy or if you're looking to sell in an uptrend or in a downtrend, the choice is yours. But you must always understand the direction of the market, and then you know the direction you want to follow, right? So that's it. So it's a pleasure having you guys here once again. It's a pleasure. Before we dive into the charts, there's something we always normally do, and that's to check the calendar, check the Forex Factory calendar to find out what's happening out there, find out whether there's any high impact news, any volatility that's going to be dropping anytime soon. And as we're going to be doing that, I'm going to wait for you guys to settle down. I can see a handful of you are just joining us, which is a good thing. I'm going to wait for you to settle down. And as usual, I am streaming from BC in Canada. So my time now is just 2 minutes after 6 a.m. Yeah, 2 minutes after 6 a.m. And of course, this is the New York session. We can as well call this the New York session live market analysis. So we would also, as we do in our like boot camps and other mentorship sessions, we normally have the London session, the London analysis session, and then the New York. Because these are the two most important sessions that tend to carry the most volatility in the market. We have 4 sessions. We have the Sydney, the Tokyo, London, and New York. I repeat, we have the Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York sessions. So out of these 4 sessions, it is believed, that the London and New York sessions are the most volatile. And as they're the most volatile, there tends to be opportunities around them. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now, first of all, we're going to check on the calendar. Let's check on what we have on the calendar. And as you can see, today is Tuesday, 25th of July. The month of July is going to be over soon. Tuesday, July 25th. And the month of July has been a rather interesting one as well. And the only high impact news that we have is coming out at 3 p.m., which is approximately 1 hour from now. And this time we're using here is the UK time, 3 p.m., right? So if you are in Europe, Africa, you should be more or less at the same time. It should be about 4 minutes after 2 p.m. at your end. And that's why I said good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, as we are from different parts of the world. You guys can also let us know where you are connected to us from. So the high impact news for the USD, this is high impact, color red is high impact. And we used the filter to turn off the low impact and the medium. We're focusing on the high impact news. And this one happens to be the consumer confidence. You could see the consumer confidence, right? And if you check the folder here, you can get more information on this consumer confidence. And what we normally look out for here is the usual effect, which says that actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So now we have this. This here is the previous 109.7. This is the previous news. 112.1. This is the forecast. You can see it said actual greater than forecast. And then here that we don't have anything is the actual. So we have to wait for 3 p.m. for the result to be dropped. And once it is dropped, Depending on if it is greater or less, we would know whether it is good or bad for the US dollar. So there's always an easy and straightforward way to interpret the news. And once you interpret it, it will help you to have a good enough idea of the directional bias of the USD. This is the fundamentals. Fundamentals comprises of the scheduled news, and then also the breaking news. So when we say scheduled news is here on the calendar, and we get this from the Forex Factory, forexfactory.com, from the calendar here, where you can get the news coming out each day, you can get the news coming out each week, and so on. And it's always good to check on the calendar, no matter the kind of trader that you are, as the market tends to be volatile every now and then, and you do not want to get caught in any wrong moves, right? I'm going to clean this up, and this is what we're looking at in the next 54 minutes from now. The news coming out for the US dollar, and as we said, we are here in this live stream, talking about the US dollar, the majors, gold, and Bitcoin, right? That's what we're here to talk about, and we are going to be paying very close attention to the USD. Now, speaking of the USD, speaking of the DXY, the dollar, I'm going to cross over back to the chart. We're going to look at the dollar and find out what the dollar is up to now, what the dollar is doing right now. So we have switched back to the charts, and we're going to be looking at the dollar now. Charlotte is asking, do you trade the FOMC? I don't trade any news directly. I repeat, I do not trade any news directly. When it comes to news, news is a catalyst for movement. Price already knows where it is going to. It is just the news that helps it to get there much faster. So if you're looking at trading the news, you need to be aware of a few things, that during high impact news period, the spread, number one, is going to increase. So if you are a scalper, that might be a big no-no for you. But the scalper is one that's looking for the smallest of the smallest stop loss. And of course, the take profit is also equally small. And that's why scalpers, most times, they don't use stop loss, because there's even no time to set the stop loss. Stop loss is small, and of course, they're in front of the system. They're in and out for a few seconds to a few minutes, so there's no time. So if you are a scalper and you're trying to trade the FOMC, or whether it's even the NFP or any high impact news, and you place a trade, and then the news moves by 100 pips very fast, especially depending on the instrument that you are trading, especially if you're trading like gold, and then the gold moves like 100 pips within a few seconds. Trust me, your account will be bleeding and your account will be in trouble very fast. I've seen a lot of people crash their account very fast as a result of that. So do not trade the news directly. You can trade the news if it is already aligned. I repeat, if it is aligned with your technicals, right? So there's a difference between trading the news and then trading the news with the technicals. And that's what we always say, that two good heads are better than one, meaning that fundamentals and technicals are better than just only one, especially fundamentals. Okay, beautiful. So now Nat is asking about the gold. We're going to get to the gold shortly. I'll also look at this US dollar, the DXY, so we have a better understanding of it. And one thing I always say, I'm going to be showing you guys where to enter the market to buy, and also where to enter the market to sell. Then the choice is yours. The choice is yours. As a disclaimer, please note that the information we're sharing is strictly for educational purposes only. The information we're sharing is strictly for educational purposes, which simply means that as we give you this information, it should not be used as a form of signal, right? It should not be used as a form of signal. So I'm going to show you, based on this dollar, the DXY from the hourly time frame. I am a big hourly time frame trader. More or less a short-term swing trader. I don't hold trades over the weekend. If you guys have been here for a while, you already know the way that I trade, as I tend to explain it all the time. And then some are in the boot camp now, and some will be joining me for the 5 days classes coming up next month. I'll give you guys more information on the 5 days classes, the training classes, where we'll be talking about everything, how to use the software to open, close, modify trades, how to use the fundamentals to understand the news, interpret the news, how to use the technicals. This is the technical in front of us for price action, support, resistance, supply, demand. We'll also be talking about Fibonacci, and then also how to calculate your risk management, how to calculate for your volume, how to calculate for your lot size. We'll be looking at psychology of trading, how to control your emotions, trading plan, trading journal. We're going to be discussing all of these things in the 5 days classes, which is coming up next month. This month is already over. I'll give you guys more information as we continue on that. Right. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be coming over to gold shortly, as Nat Chapman asked about gold. Okay. So as we are talking about this DXY, the dollar, now you can see where it is. This is an area of support that's gotten here to resistance. We're going to see whether this resistance, I put an arrow here for resistance. We're going to see whether this resistance is going to hold. Now, mind you, when it comes to resistance areas, I put a horizontal line here. We can as well put like a box, because it is an area, and not a price point. So as it's already in the area, you can easily look for short opportunities to sell in this area. Remember, I said I'm going to show you areas to sell and areas to buy, and that's what we're doing now. Presently, the dollar, the DXY, is presently at the area of selling. So if you're going to be selling, if you look very well, you also have like a wedge, a triangle over here as well. So this is a good one. And based on this, if I were to add confluence, if I put my Fibonacci into the mix, and as I said, in 5 days training, we're going to talk about all of these things that will help you to know how to combine and then how to have a better trading advantage, because you're going to be combining the fundamentals, the technicals, and so on. Now, mind you, this area where it is, and as I said, if you're going to be trading news, you must be able to combine it with the technicals. Now, as an example, where it is now is at the area of sellers resistance, and we have news coming out for the dollar, the consumer confidence, in approximately 48 minutes. Now, let's assume the news coming out for the dollar is negative, telling you that it is time to sell. Wouldn't this be the best way to sell over here? So you combine the fundamentals and the technicals together. Let the two of them align, and then to be good to go. All we're looking out for here is a sort of price action trigger. Trigger in a sense that you could have like a hammer, a bearish hammer, or a bearish pin bar, or a bearish engulfing, or a bearish inside bar, or whatever the case might be around this area. So if you have it around this area, then it is good to sell. Now, mind you, when you sell over here, where would the buyers like to buy? Remember I said I'm going to be showing you where to buy and where to sell. At this area here, we have a demand area here. This is the next line of demand, meaning that if price should get here and then struggles here, then the buyers want to take it up even further past this area, right? So you must be able to read and understand the market based on what you can see, based on the news that's coming out. Combine everything together. And then, of course, you are trading. That's why you hear people say trade what you see and not what you feel, right? Now, look at it now. This candle, the present candle for the dollar, is going up and up. People will be looking at, oh, it looks like it wants to break. Let me quickly click on buy. Well, you are buying at the area of selling. You must always know the area. There's an area of interest, which is what we call support and resistance. And we'll be taught this will be taught during the 5 days training coming up next month. We've already jumped on that on the bootcamp that's still ongoing now. Bootcamp will be rounding up next week. And then the 5 days exclusive training, I'll give you guys the link shortly, right? It's going to be for a token of $37. And mind you, this 5 days training is going to cover everything you need to know in order to become a consistent trader. Lots of traders are new, or traders are struggling. You are not sure what you are doing. You are all over the place in your trading. In fact, let me know in the comment section. Write down whether you are new or struggling. Write down whether you are new or struggling, right? So this is the dollar that we have here. I have shown you the areas of buying and the areas of selling. We're going to wait for the market to do its thing, and then we react. You always wait for the market to act, wait for price to act. That's why it is called price action. So when price acts, then you as a trader, you react. So this is the dollar over here. And you can see it's at the area of selling. So this dollar, the good thing with the dollar now is that as we use it for the majors, the gold and Bitcoin, from time to time, you'll be seeing some similarities. Like the Euro USD now, look at the Euro USD. The Euro USD, remember the dollar was at the area of sellers. Now look at this Euro USD. The Euro USD is at the area of buyers, right? And you can see here was resistance, here was resistance. So now back here is now support. So we're looking at price acting on support here to push higher. If this happens and it pushes higher, where do you want to sell? You want to sell here at the area of what? At the area of resistance. You can call this area of resistance or supply. That means that you have your area to buy. This is the area to buy over here. And this is the area to sell over here on the Euro USD, right? So this Euro USD, the analysis was conducted by price action, support, and resistance. And that is a trading strategy. Everybody must have a trading strategy. Everybody must understand the trading strategy. And the trading strategy is one that no matter what you are doing, you must have one. There's some key things that you must have when it comes to trading, like your trading strategy. You must have your trading plan. And these things are always covered during the mentorship sessions, during the classes, during the bootcamp that we normally discuss. Over here is strictly live market analysis, as we can't go into full teachings here. This is not a teaching, this is not a training, or more it's a trading session. We're looking at charts live and then looking for opportunities. And as I always say, I will show you areas where to buy and then where to sell. The choice is up to you, what you want to do. The good thing about this chart that we have in front of us is that you also have confluence of Fibonacci. If you're going to draw a Fibonacci from the lows here all the way to the highs, it's going to give you more or less like 61.8. I'm very sure, because by using my eyes only, it's probably around 50 or 61.8 Fibonacci level, and we'll add it as confluence to even try to take it higher and higher. It's very possible from here, price will go higher and higher and higher. Today, we have news coming out in the next 43 minutes, consumer confidence, and that news is based on where the market is as well, so we should have a reaction here. And then we have news coming out tomorrow as well, the FOMC, which is also a major high impact news for the US dollar, and the US dollar tends to be volatile whenever that news drops. So let's draw the Fibonacci from the lows here. I have clicked on the Fibonacci here. This is it here, F over here. I'm going to draw from the lows here all the way to the highs here. And if we do that, we should now be able to see the area, and you can see beautiful. You can see 61.8. This is a good area to do your buying. This is that we're doing over here now. Trust me, those in the hedge funds, those in the prop firms, those in the banks, they are also seeing the same thing. So you are seeing the same thing with all these guys that are trading with millions of dollars, right? Big amounts of money. You are seeing the same thing of these guys. But then don't forget, your trigger is very important. Are you going to place a trade over here? Don't forget there's news coming out. And that's what we say, always pay attention to the news, because the news that's coming out now could easily destroy this place and then even drop further down. So you wait for the news and you wait for your trigger. You wait for your price action trigger. Your price action trigger could easily be a candlestick pattern, could even be a chart pattern. It could be anything that you want to use to pull that trigger, right? It could be over here, it could be a pin bar. A pin bar looks like this. It's also known as a pin bar or a hammer. And then an engulfing comprises of two candles, where you have the second candle swallow the first one. So you have this one as an engulfing, you have this one as a pin bar or a hammer. You could even have like a sort of inside bar, and the inside bar is opposite from this one, meaning that the smaller candle formed after a bigger one. So you can have an inside bar, or whatever the case might be, right? So there will be different variations of price action candlestick patterns for you to use to pull the trigger here. But as I'm speaking to you, I haven't seen any. I'm going to wait for the news to come out because it's around the corner and volatility is expected. And then we see what we can make out of it and then try to take advantage. And don't forget the area where you want to sell above. So you must always watch the market for where you want to sell and also where you want to buy. The selling and the buying would be determined by the type of trader that you are, whether you are a trend trader trading with the trend, or you are a counter trend trader going against the trend, right? So directional bias is also very, very important all the time. The gold, some person that asked about gold, we'll be coming to gold soon. I have some comments here, so let me just try and flip through the comments over here. Guys, if you are new, let me know. If you are struggling, let me know as well. Put down your answer in the comment section, new or struggling. Okay. Kegan Noel says this is going to sell as it's close to an important zone. We're waiting for the news to break, and that's for the dollar, because I can't see it's going to sell and then it goes higher, right? I wait for confirmation. I am a confirmation trader. We're going to wait for the news, the consumer confidence news coming out in approximately 39 minutes from now, which is at the top of the hour, 3 p.m. UK time. 3 p.m. UK time. So depending on where you are in the world, you could also adjust timing, go to your first factory calendar and adjust the timing to your own time zone. Very key, very, very important. Okay. The Luke Hamilton said, yeah, the resistance seems very strong. Yes, it seems strong, but we need to wait for the news to come out and then we react accordingly. I always tell traders you need to exercise patience. Do not chase the market. Let the market come to you, and then you just simply take advantage. Okay. Gabriel Hunt said, but I wouldn't recommend trading before the FOMC news. Yes, that's what I always say. The news, a lot of things normally happen. Apart from the spread increasing, you could have whipsaws where the market goes up and down violently, trying to shake people out. That could also occur. So if you're entering just before the news, you could easily get taken out and then it goes in that direction without you. You could also have like slippage where you get your entry, your pending order entry triggered somewhere else. It also happens to your stop loss. You set a stop loss somewhere, it doesn't close there, it closes somewhere else, and that's simply because of slippage. But then traders do not blame themselves. They blame, first of all, the broker, and then they blame the market. Not understanding the situation at that point in time, not understanding the scenario and how it plays out. Because if you know how news plays out, trust me, guys, most of you will be sitting out during the news, especially not placing trades too close to the news, just as Gabriel Horn just said. Okay. So Jordan said, I like your trading strategy as they are usually very simple. Yes, simple is good. And that's what I am. I am a simple person. I try not to complicate things. But by the time you start complicating things, it will even confuse you even the more, right? So that's what we have. Let me go over the remaining comments. Kai Shot said, can we do analysis on gold? Yeah, somebody had asked on analysis on gold, and we're going to do that in a bit. We're going to do that for you. Fibonacci shows that the price is at 61.8. Thank you. Tanatonto said that just before I even put in the Fibonacci. Thank you for that. You can see we have some traders also using the Fibonacci. Guys, let us know if you are new or if you are struggling, and let's know the areas that you need assistance with. As I said, the 5 days exclusive classes coming up next month is going to cover everything that you need to know. And we're going to do that for you, right? I'll drop the link for that in a bit. Now, once you have the link, then you can sign up and be on the wait list till that time. Okay, let me go over the remaining comment I have over here from you guys. Thank you guys for joining me here. Thank you guys for joining me. It's always a pleasure having you guys here. I repeat, it's always a pleasure having you guys here. And of course, what we do here is to help you to understand the market better based on, of course, buying and selling, because that's what we do. You buy, you sell, depending on the directional bias. Okay. Tyler said, oh, really? This might cause the volatility in the price. Yes, it might. So pay attention to that. So whether you're using a demo or a live, try to trade like it is $1 million real money. I tell traders whether it is small money or big money you're trading with or demo account, trade it as if it is a very, very large amount. And trust me, you'll be very, very cautious. Think about it this way. You are driving a Toyota and you are driving a Ferrari or a Porsche, right? Or a Corvette or whatever the case might be. There will be a very big difference between the way you drive the two. You'll be more cautious with the Ferrari compared to if you're driving a Toyota or a Honda. Are we together? And that is how trading should be. But a lot of traders do not look at it that way, right? Cameron said, I don't like trading the news. I don't like trading before the news, rather. Okay, great, great, great. Jamie said, this is very important. Yes. Danny, using candlestick pattern for your entries allows you to understand the entry. Beautiful. It not just only allows you to understand your entries, it also helps you to understand your stop loss, where you're going to set your stop loss, because you are using that candle for your entry and equally for your stop loss. Very key, very, very important. Right? Very key, very, very important. I'm going to go back to the bottom. When I go over your comments, then I'll go back to the chat or look at maybe one or two more instruments, look at the gold and maybe your request, any instrument that you might want us to have a look at. We'll try to look at that as well quickly. Okay. Riley said, I have not seen a good setup this week. It happens. Don't worry. Exercise patience. The week is still young. Today is Tuesday. And the market, there's something I also want to tell you guys, as I always show people in the bootcamp and the classes. And that is, you must understand what happens normally on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. I will give you guys an example, right? Let me give an example of, right, day-to-day activities for most people. In the morning, you wake up, obviously. In the morning, you wake up, then you tidy up, get ready for work, brush your teeth, have your quiet time, maybe go to the gym or whatever the case might be. You hit the road to beat traffic, get to work before a particular time, it might be 8 or 9, and then you do your work. There's break time by 12 to 1, right? And this is the general, movement for most people. What I just said now, don't you think that that also applies to the market? Meaning that for the market, there's a general behavior of the market on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Example, Friday is known for profit taking, because people want to take their profits, cash out before the weekend. That is Friday. Monday is usually quiet, right? Mondays could be a time where it's still trying to figure out its directional bias. These are things that we'll talk about during our classes. So you can as well join us if you're interested. Okay, so Leslie Russell said, I have been on a losing streak for some time. This is why I will be taking some time off. Have you attended any training anywhere, Leslie Russell? Have you attended any training anywhere? I always advise people to attend a training and to help you. Taking a time off might not really be what you need, right? You might need to slow down, quite all right, but do not stop. When you stop and you come back at times, it might be like you're coming back to the very beginning. And that's why for the 5 days classes that I will be having next month, I made it a token of $37. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section for you guys to explore. It's just $37 and you can join us there. Please, Leslie Russell, you do not need to take a time off. What you need is to slow down and get the proper education. Do not put pressure on yourself as well. I want to believe you probably have a day job, so at least you have income coming in, taking care of the rent, groceries, and bills, right? Guys, do not quit your 9 to 5 yet. This is not the time. What you guys should be doing is using this on the side until you get to that point where you can use this as a standalone. Okay. Ryan Watson, which pair are you trading at the moment? Majors, gold, and the Bitcoin. And that's the title of this live market analysis. Check on that. Okay, so we're going to look at gold in a bit. Thank you for having this live session, man. Thank you, Addison King, for joining as well. Mason said, I have issues with sticking with my strategy, especially when the market is going against me. Interesting. Let me quickly address this. Guys, if you have any issues, write them down now and I'll quickly address them. Then I'll look at gold and any other instrument that you want us to discuss. I'll quickly do that for you. I want to start turning my sessions into like a consultation therapy session, right? That's the best way I have seen to help people out. Meaning that when you come here, you tell me the issue that you are having, and then I'll give you solutions that you can go and try and then come back. I do that a lot in bootcamp, and then I tell people in a bootcamp, post your charts, post your analysis. Let's look at it. Let's see what you are seeing, right? Whether you are wearing glasses or not, we should be seeing the same thing, right? So Mason once again said, I have issues with sticking with my strategy. Now, when you say sticking with your strategy, let me ask this question. I don't know how long you have been trading, but if you've been trading for months or years, you must have been using so many strategies since you said you have a problem with that. Now, you'll notice something, that your strategy or your strategies that you have used, none of them is 100%. I'm sure you've noticed that, right? None of them is 100%. And none of them will never, ever, 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 ever be 100%. I'm stressing this for a reason, Mason Murphy. It is not 100%. So that means that you must understand that strategy that you're using. My strategy, I still have losses. My strategy is price action support and resistance trading strategy. I still have losses, but I do not leave it and run to the other. I used to do that, what you are doing now, a long time ago, years ago. But the moment I noticed that there is no strategy that is 100%, I stuck to this one and I'm using it for years. So I'm telling you this now, because you also said, especially when the market is going against, of course, that is when you will not stick to it, because this is a cycle for most traders. This was my own cycle back then. A strategy is working. I'm happy. I'm making money. I'm with it. But the moment it starts going against me, I'm not happy. What do? I throw it away and look for another one. And the other one, the same thing happens. And the other one, the same thing happens. Another one, same. Before you know it, I've used 10, 20 strategies. And that's why today, I understand a lot of strategies that you guys are using. Because I was hopping, system hopping. We call this system hopping. You're hopping from one system, one strategy to the other. But with your trading journal, if you have a trading journal, it's going to help you to know when your strategy works and when your strategy does not work. So it will help you to stick to your strategy when it's going to work, and when it's not going to work, you are far away from it. So Mason, stick to one strategy. That's the best advice I can give you. Stick to one strategy. When you have winners, write it down in your journal. When you have losers, write it down. And then you'll notice a pattern that maybe most of your winners come on a Tuesday like this. That means that you should be trading more on Tuesday. More of your losers come on a Friday. Avoid Fridays. Simple. Okay. Samantha Ryan said, how do I create a good trading rules? For you to create a good trading rule, that has to do with your trading plan. And your trading plan, first of all, consists of some parameters that you fill out and then you must follow. And as I said in the classes, we talk about this a lot. So in the trading plan, it's going to constitute of the instrument, because you must know your instruments. We have hundreds of instruments, but you cannot trade all of them. So write down your instruments, write down your entry, what you use to enter the market, what you use to exit the market, your strategy. Write down your risk, whether it's 1%, to help you stay disciplined all times. Write down all these parameters. Write down the time frame you're going to be trading, so you are not jumping from one time frame to the other. Write down the type of trader that you are. Are you a trend trader or a counter trend trader? These are the things that will be in your trading plan. And your trading plan, what is a plan? A plan is a set of rules. So as you said, trading rules is still a trading plan. A plan, I have a plan for tomorrow. I have rules, I have guidelines, things I'm going to do tomorrow. That's my plan. So come up with your trading plan and follow it. A lot of people come up with trading plans. They manage to come up with trading plans, right? But then they do not implement it. They don't follow it. Okay. Patience said risk management helps us to apply caution when we are taking a trade. Yes, exactly. Which trading style do you think is the best? There's no best. I just said that there's none that's 100%. Use the one you are comfortable with. I already said the one I'm comfortable with, and that's what I've been using for years. Okay. It looks like this market is holding at support line. Let's see how that goes. Don't forget, we have news coming out by 3 p.m. UK time. That is 26 minutes from now. So look at your wristwatches, guys. In the next 26 minutes from now, at the top of the hour, we're going to be having the high impact news that we looked at earlier from the calendar, and that is the consumer confidence for the US dollar. Okay, Giselle Zimmerman, Mondays are usually fake out days. Aha, you can see, and there's a high chance that the price wouldn't go according to plan. You see what we talked about? Don't worry, in the classes, we will break down everything. Just join us. I have dropped the link so you can join us by subscribing. It is just $37, which is a token. Trust me, you will learn a lot. Okay, Astrid booked. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing some names that I'm getting cumbersome to it. Yeah, most people, I usually just get up and pick my phone. You just get up and pick your phone. I'm not really understanding. Maybe I'm talking about how people trade. Don't really get that. Okay, Friday is for reversal. Aha, Jessica said Friday is for reversal. You can see. Why is Friday for reversal? Because people are taking profit. So they're easing the pressure on that particular direction on Fridays. Think about it. Okay, you guys are now joining me to say this is the main day, this one happens on that day, and so on. But we have a lot of people here that are new and do not know that. That's why I asked, are you new or struggling? Because for you to be here, most likely your trading is not gelling. Your trading is not going, the way you want it to go exactly. Okay, Sarah said, yeah, would love to join the stream. Sarah Leacock, I have dropped the link and I'll drop the link again. And anybody that signs up for the first 30 people, I'm giving them 30 days access to my training course. I have a training course which covers everything. So you can watch on demand anytime that you want to, right? That training course, by the way, goes for about $197, right? But I'm giving it to you for the first 30 people to sign up. And the sign up fee is just $37. So I'll drop the link. You can click the link and go and sign up now. Once you sign up and I see, I'll then give you access to the 30 days access to the training course materials. They're all videos, so you can watch everything. We broke everything down from the software, how to use it the proper way for those that do not know. And also these fundamentals, we broke it down thoroughly based on the schedule and the breaking news. We broke down the technical based on support and resistance, where I actually showed how to draw them. We broke down the risk management, trade management, the trading plan that we just talked about now, trading goal, and so on. Okay, so let me just quickly go over your remaining comments. More comments keep on coming, and at times it might be a bit of, for me to stick with them, because now we asked about gold. If you always asked about gold, so this is the gold over here. I want to explain also what's happening in the gold, and I'm also trying to keep up with your comments as well. Omar Bloom, yeah, I remember your name well, said that losing streak can be very depressing. Let me tell you guys something, right? Let me tell you something that changed my own trading. It turned my trading around. After a while, I started looking for losses. I wanted losses. I was hungry for losses. Why? I wanted to take notes in my journal of all the losses, when they occur, how they occur, was it during news, and so on. Why? That I can start to avoid them. That's why now I'm more at peace, because I know my own best time to trade and my own best time not to trade. So in as much as the losing streak can be depressing, it's also a good thing on the flip side if you think about it. Okay. Let me just go over some comments. Yeah, it is best to have another job alongside trading. That's from Caitlin Scott. Lots of people are trying to balance trading with their life, and it's strong. That's absolutely true. But people put too much pressure on this business. This is a business that some could go to like the university for like 4 years and all, but then some, they pick up the charts and then they start trading, and within a few weeks they want to make $1 million. You can see that the pressure that they're putting on themselves is too much, and then they don't have the proper education. And as I said, for the next one coming up next month in 5 days, classes, exclusive classes, you can join us and then learn a lot from there. Okay. I usually just cut the trade faster than I am supposed to when I'm losing. Eugene, okay, good. Osvaldo said we can do podcasts too. I have never done a podcast before. If anybody is good with podcasts, you can hit me up on my Instagram and then let's chat about it. I like when I discuss with people different things, like Osvaldo Gil said, podcast. I haven't done a podcast before, so maybe podcast would be good. Let me know. Or if anybody's running a podcast, you can invite me, and with time, I'll be able to, give my own two-piece advice or whatever, have discussions about trading. Let me know. I haven't done a podcast. So this is the link once again for the classes coming up next month. You can sign up $37. First 30 people to sign up, they get my training materials, training videos for free for 30 days, right? And this is my Instagram handle if you want to chat me up for anything. So gold, let's look at gold and I'll come back to your comments. We have roughly 20 minutes, as I don't like to stay over time at all. So here is the gold, as you can see in front of us. And on this gold, I'm going to do something for you guys now. You can see is more or less like sitting. I repeat, it is sitting on this area here. You can see a lot of bounces here. And you can see the bounces are support. Bounces are support. As they are support, you can also see another area here of interest again. So for me, price is kind of stuck, even though it's an uptrend. Because if you look very well, this is an uptrend as the market is going up. But it is stuck between these areas here of support buying, and then here you can see some selling over here. This was an area of buying, so this is flip zone. So I said it is stuck, it is in the middle, it's in the middle of buying, because if you want to buy, remember we said I will show you where to buy and where to sell. If you want to buy, this is where to buy, right? And the price is currently at the middle here. And if you want to sell, this is where to sell. So this is not a place for me to do anything where it is now. I want to buy, I wait for it to get here. I want to sell, I wait for it to get here, right? So buy, sell, these are the areas. And this is gold in a nutshell from the 1 hour time frame. Guys, if you want me to look at any instrument from a different time frame, also let me know. I am big on 1 hour. So most times if I switch to an instrument, I don't change the time frame, because that's already the time frame that I am interested in, right? So let me know the time frame if you want me to look at another time frame. I'll jump back into your comments now, because comments tends to get a bit much and overwhelming, but I need to do this because I need to, attend to your questions, your comments, and so on. Okay. I think John Bear says several years, no luck. Do you mean you've been trading for several years with no luck? Let me know. Join us in the 5 days classes coming up next month. It will help you, trust me. We would attend to the issue that you're having. Guys, I'm going to be turning I think I'm going to do that. I think maybe for tomorrow's live, I'll call it a consultation session. So you guys should just bring your issues, your problems as traders, and I'll give you solutions to them. I think I need to start doing that now. I know I was doing a bit of that and people liked it. So I think I might just bring that again. I do that also in the bootcamp one-on-one, especially during our one-on-one sessions. If you join me for the mentorship, we do that a lot because I need to find out what issue you are having. So I'm trying to revive that for this sessions on the live stream and then also on the Trading Live platform and so on. But how do you know when your strategy needs to be refined? When you keep your records, trading journal, it will help you to refine. It will refine it with respect to the days of the week to enter, even the time of the day to enter. Because you keep records, your day entry, you'll notice as an example, oh, Friday is the best day for me to enter the market. Oh, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the best time for me to enter the market on Fridays. Your trading journal will tell you that. But how do you know which system to stick with? Just pick one. Pick a simple one, right? I picked a simple one. Now, why did I even pick price action, support, and resistance? Let me tell you why I picked that one. I picked that one because it was not too, I didn't have too many things on the chart. You can look at price action without looking at anything on the chart. You can look at price action without looking at anything on the chart. I could do something for you now. I've already talked about the gold for the people that asked about analysis on gold, but then let me show you guys something. I'm going to pick any random instrument. Let me just pick any random instrument over here, right? Looking at this one now, immediately I looked at this one, I don't like it because it is too much of zigzag, right? And this is price action. So from price action, which is very easy on the eyes, I can see a lot of sideways movement in this manner. And I can see the recent wave. This is the recent wave now as we're speaking. This is the recent wave. This is what I can see. But it's too much sideways. So I'll look for another one and look for what I have over here. This one, so I don't like it. This is a recent wave here down. So if you're looking for anything to sell, but I want one that is super duper clean. And when I see it, I'll let you know. Guys, what I'm doing, I'm just picking one after the other and dumping them inside. This one is clean, but not so clean. I tell people that when I see the kind of chart, I'm beautiful. This is the kind of chart I'm looking for. This is a nice chart going downwards. And it's going downwards within seconds. And this is price action. That's why I picked this one. Price action support and resistance. As I picked this one, immediately this jumped at me. Immediately. So I don't waste time when I'm doing my analysis. So if anybody's trading pounds CHF here, this is what you can do. I don't trade this. I used to look at it from time to time back then, But if you are trading pound CHF, this is what to look out for. Easy. And this is price action support and resistance at its finest. I'll wait for price to get here, wait for my trigger here, enter, sell, and I'll try to take it back down to the lows. Simple. Simple. And if you add your Fibonacci, this might be around 50, 38.250 marker from the highest here to the lows here. You can see 38.250 marker, as I mentioned, because just using my eyes. Now, let me do something now. I'm going to remove everything. I'm going to clean up everything. Using my eyes, I already told you what I wanted to do based on what I could see. And this is how I analyze. So if you're picking any strategy, make sure it's as easy, fast on your eyes. Don't pick anything that's too complicated. That's what we'll be doing for you in the trading classes, in the mentorship. That's why I said, if you've been trading for a while or you're new, we can help you to shorten your learning curve. That is why you need a mentor. A mentor is someone that would help you to understand the market as fast as possible, right? So if you've been doing this for months or years without headways, come on board. And trust me, within 2-3 days, before we finish the 5 days training, you have a good enough understanding and you can even start trading as soon as possible. Okay, I have a lot of comments coming in. Sorry, let me just try and breeze through them. I actually think mine has some issues, been having too much loss, but I think I figured the problem. Olivia Ella, if you figured the problem, good. If you want to share, good. If you want to chat me up, you can chat me up. As I said, I'm going to revive the consultation. So you guys can call it like a free consultation, chat me up. And if you want us to jump on a Zoom call like this, one-on-one Zoom call, where you tell me the issues that you feel you are having, we can discuss them, right? So Celeste Harris said, I think I would be, sorry, I'm rushing this. Celeste Harris said, I think it would be good to also do that with very particular pairs. Do what? Sorry, I think I'm behind on that. That's why keeping up with the comments as well could be daunting. Rudolph Catherine says, some people don't know that some pairs access some strategies and some don't. Well, really, any strategy can work on any instrument and time frame. You just need to know when it works and when it doesn't work. I don't actually have a permanent strategy. I usually just use basic moves. Constance Jenny, it would be good to have a strategy. That's just my own advice. Always good to have a strategy. Anna Back said, would love to join the lesson. Anna Back, I've dropped the link and I'll drop the link again for the classes. And when you join the classes, as you will be, because I just started making this announcement for the classes. So once you join and you happen to be the first 30, I'll give you access to all the training videos for 30 days. You have that. So I'll drop the link again for Anna Back and for any other person that wants to join, so you can join quickly, right? You can quickly join. It's next month. You can start signing up now. It is $37 to get your debit, get your credit cards out, and quickly sign up. And of course, we would do a whole lot and assist you further. Elsa said, it helped for me to, when moves are about to happen, keep your hand on PC. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Sorry. I'm trying to keep up with your comments, guys. So just in case I read something I don't really understand, that's because I'm behind on your comments, and the comments keep on increasing the more. Okay, Alfred said, yes, but not everyone is having problems but enjoy live streams. Okay, if you say that, if your trading is good to go, no issues, well, you would agree with me, Alfred Dryden, that we have more people that their trading is not going according to plan that are here compared to those that just want to be here for the live stream because they enjoy it, right? So everybody are here for one reason or the other. We even have experts that are here just to check out what other facilitators are doing as well, right? I know I attend some other facilitators on the Trading Live platform from time to time. I could just breeze in, breeze out and all. So I'm sure some people might be here as well doing that. How profitable do you need to know to know you've arrived at the top? Vita, you will know, trust me. You will know. It's always based on your return on investment, whether it's 5%, 10%, because it also varies from person to person. Crystal, don't panic, be patient. Patience and learn risk management. This is key. Yes, indeed. Okay, thank you guys for your comments. Stephanie said, bro, but how I get your spreadsheet? I have things done for you, right? Like I have a done for you trading journal, I have a done for you trading plan, but that will be when you come on board for the mentorship. I get out the mentorship for those that join the mentorship. Here is just a free live session where we talk about the market, and I do like consultations for free, give you advice and all. But my key materials, right, you have to subscribe and then you get them. So Stephanie Buckle, reach out to me and then we can discuss and then get whatever you need for you. Wendell said, yeah, the audience is growing so large, my comment might get lost in the fray. I don't know whether that's your first comment, but I did see this one, so I'm reading it. Raphael said, gold buy, question mark. We already did the analysis on the gold, and I said gold is in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of support and resistance area, so the best thing is to wait for it to get to any of them. Mason 2 is also asking if gold is a buy. Right now, also for directional bias, pay attention to the dollar. The news is coming out in a bit. And don't forget, for the news coming out in a bit, the dollar, look at what's happening. And this is why I love trading, right? This is why I love doing what I do. Look at what's happening. Is looking like a pin bar, a bearish pin bar as an area of resistance. So the news could easily come and then this drops further down. Voila, if this happens, trust me, it's not fluke, it's not luck, but it is analysis. And it's you combining the fundamentals and the technicals together. And that's what I normally tell people, and that's why I always show people every day. And that's why I love doing live streams, because you see it happen live and then you become more of a believer. Okay. Another job while trading, something they'll just get rich fast. Elsa, that's true. You have to take your time, learn it the proper way, attend a training or two, have a mentor, and so on. Okay, just scrolling down quickly. Cynthia Beck said, I prefer this live stream, although it's been ages I saw your face. Most times, because it's in the morning, as I said, it's almost 7 a.m. here. Most times what I do, I might not be wearing a shirt. So let me just do this as I'm rounding up. We're rounding up within a few minutes. Let me just put in a shirt quickly. And just because I tried to satisfy everybody. Cynthia Beck said, I prefer this live stream, although it's been ages I saw your face. Now I'm going to turn on my video. So at least you can see my face before I round up. Sorry, my beard might be a bit rough. I apologize in advance. So my video should be on now, and you should be able to see my face now. Sorry, as I said, my beard and all might be a bit rough. So I just have to quickly put on a t-shirt for you. That's for Cynthia Beck. So hello guys, once again. So now you can put a face to the voice. Okay, so let me go over the remaining comments before we round up. The news is coming out in the next 7 minutes. Let me see other comments we have here. When I first started trading, I kept taking trades at random times and lose, then keep revenge trading and keep losing more. Now I trade ICT silver bullet 3 hours a day. That's good. I'm happy, Dennis, you found yourself. Let's see. Colbert Bursa, yeah, maybe I should start a podcast so I can invite you. Hey, if you start or if you know anybody, invite me. As long as the timing is right, I would come on board, right? That is not an issue at all. I always love sharing the little knowledge that I have, helping people out in one way or the other. Okay, somebody said gold is pumping right now. When you say gold is pumping, I believe you mean gold is going up, right? Because pumping, I believe, is up. Let's check on gold. I think this was where gold was. Let me put gold. Let's look for gold again. XAUUSD. Let's put gold back. Oh, no, this wasn't gold. What did we use for gold? Okay, well, this is gold here because I know I did some drawings, but I can't see them anymore. Anyway, I believe we put this area here and then we put this area here where we said this is our support here. So when you say gold is pumping, it's not pumping. I don't know what you mean by pumping, right? Maybe you're looking at it from the 1 minute time frame. You look at it from 1 minute time frame, and maybe it might look like it's pumping and moving fast. I don't really understand. But let me go over your comments. Just a few minutes and we're rounding up. Guys, join me in the 5 days exclusive classes for next month. You can start signing up now, and then you can reach out to me. Let's have a free consultation. Let's discuss your trading, maybe the problems you're having, and if you're not having any problem, fine, awesome. Deborah Needham said, yeah, would love to have that session. Chat me up on Instagram. I believe I dropped the link to my Instagram. Let me drop the link to my Instagram again. My Instagram handle, don't forget, my name is Tolu, T-O-L-U, and my Instagram is at CSA First, and I've dropped it again. So that is my Instagram. So you could have the session with me, Deborah. We'll chit chat, and for anybody that wants to join me, let me know. So I could schedule you in. My time here is 7 a.m. So of course, I'm just starting my own day. Cora said, and I will definitely be here tomorrow then. Okay. I think it all becomes easier when you have a journal. That's from Wallace. Yes, trust me. Traders need to understand some things. Trading plan and trading journal are two very important things, but traders do not follow through. Okay, journaling is everything from Arvin. Let me try to just flip and go back down to the comments. And Dana said, newbies don't get that, do it. That's why they're newbies. And the newbies want to make $1 million overnight. Trust me, it will be the opposite. Instead of trying to make, you'll be given, right? So do not be donating. Do not donate your money to others, because it's a cycle. When you lose, somebody's getting your money, right? So be on the side where you're having more wins than losses. Okay. Sorry, I'm just flipping through comments. I want to just get to the bottom because we are more or less done. I don't want to make this recording too long, so you guys can rewatch them if you want, or those that are joining or joined late can also quickly watch them, right? Okay, price action is the best of them all from Walker. Okay, great. Quickly just breezing down many comments I have here. How would you manage a micro account? I'll manage a micro account the same way I'll manage a large account. Don't treat them differently, because if you cannot trade a small account, you cannot trade a big account. That's a question from Spencer Keynes. Hope I'm pronouncing your names very well. If I'm not, I apologize in advance. Guys, you can reach out to me on Instagram, chat me up, and then you can schedule a consultation, and we'll just hop on a chit chat. That means that as I'm talking, you would also be talking as well. Right, we're trying to be doing more of that. So let me just scroll to the bottom of the comments I have here. I can see some people talking about some other instrument, GJ, NAS 100. Sorry, the time has gone. Chat me up, and maybe we could look at those instruments for you. Okay. You guys are talking about gold. Watch gold. Gold is the front, but I can't still see anything on gold, right? So that's why when you join the bootcamp or the classes, what we do over there, right? What we do over there is share charts. You would also share your chart. And when you share your chart, we'll be able to see exactly what you're talking about. Because you're only seeing from my own point of view. We'd like to see from your own point of view as well. And then be able to help you out. So guys, if you want to chat me up, consultation, let's know where you may be having some little challenges. Reach out to me on my Instagram. And for those that will be joining the classes for 5 days, that will be next month, you can sign up via this link. It's for $37, right? And I would quickly show you the landing page, so you can as well join me there. So I'm going to switch this screen now there, so you could quickly hop there and sign up. So here is the landing page for the 5 days exclusive training classes coming up next month. So you still have some days, but the first 30 to sign up will get access to, that's free 30 days access to the trading videos, which cost about $197. So you get to see under the hood on demand. So you can read up more what we're going to be doing, what we're going to learn, how to open, close, modify trades, how to analyze the market based on fundamentals, technicals, how to avoid unnecessary losses using the proper risk management techniques, how to control your emotions. Emotion is something that kills a lot of traders, how to trading plan, develop and execute, because traders just develop, well, some traders develop, but they do not execute. The trading plan journal implements them, very key, very important. Also the trade management, and have the right mindset. You must have the right mindset as a trader and so on. The news should have dropped by now. Let's check on the news, check on the calendar. And it is what? It is green. That means that the dollar should appreciate. Let's see what's happening to the dollar. We said the dollar should appreciate. So let's cross back quickly and see whether it's going up. And that's the news for the USD. So this is the USD here. You can see it did not actually close as that pin bar, not the best looking one. I can see it's trying to go up, and that is the news for you. So you guys watch this and let's see whether it's going to break out from this area of resistance or whether the resistance will still hold. Whatever the case might be, let's pay attention. And this news also might not really have a major reaction. It might be till tomorrow. Tomorrow's FOMC, which comes out by 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. UK time. Right? So if that is the case, then we might not really have a very violent reaction here. But let's see how that plays out. I want to say thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you at another time. Sign up for the classes coming up. That is the link I just dropped already. So sign up for the classes coming up in the month of August. It's just $37, and that is like a meal, right? So join me over there, and also chat me up on Instagram for a free consultation. Let's discuss your trading. Let's discuss the issue that you might be having and so on. Okay. Thank you, guys. Zona, just keep an open mind to what he said. Okay, not really sure what you mean by that. Maybe the classes and also the free consultation. Thank you, Zona, for that. So, guys, keep an open mind depending on where you are as a trader. If you are new, join us. We're doing everything from scratch. I don't know whether traders are here that are newbies have ever attended a training where they break it down from the beginning to the end to you, how to use the software to open, close, modify trades. Some traders don't know how to set stop loss properly. Some traders don't know how to calculate their stop loss. That's one thing I have noticed. And so we're going to be doing, breaking it down from beginning to the end for everybody. I want to say thank you guys for joining me. It's 2 minutes after 7 a.m. here. I have been sipping on my H2O. I'm going to take more water now, and then I'm going to hit the gym in a bit and then check on the charts later. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. And catch you at another time. Bye-bye. Cheers.